Good afternoon. My name is Carlos Delgado, and I am presenting my work. It's about language and society. The language is the human ability to exchange ideas and feelings through language and using speech. The human communicated because first by the innate need to socialize, the second by the capacity it has to formulate thoughts. The human being is born with the ability to acquire language, but he develops it because he is in constant contact with the society. For Hudson, language is a set of linguistic items with similar distribution. We find between that item sounds, grammatical structures, and words. The sociologists deal to understand the society structure and how the human being does to live in society. They use terms as a class, power, solidarity, identity, class, status, gender, etc. Language and ethnicity. There is a relationship between a speaker's ethnic group membership and the use of language. These features include numerous grammatical, syntactical, morphological, and phonological differences from the standard variety of a language. The difference between the ethnic variety and the standard and or not standard varieties of a language can be absolute in character, or they must just concern the relative frequency of occurrence of a single structural feature. I don't know if you could see the video. I insert the video in my PowerPoint work, but it's not possible. I put the link. Okay. Language varieties. Language varieties refer to the various forms of language triggered by social factors. Language might change from region to region, from one social class to another, from individual to individual, and from situation to situation. This actual change results in the varieties of language. Language dialect. A language variety is spoken by a speech community that is characterized by systematic features. Example, phonological, lexical, grammatical, that distinguish it from other varieties of that same language. Idiolect, the speech variety of an individual speaker. We have here another video. I insert the video in the PowerPoint work, but I don't know if after make the video it's possible to watch it. I'll put the link as well. Regional variations. You are almost certain to notice difference in pronunciation, in the choice and forms of words, and in syntax language, dialects, and varieties of words and in syntax. There may even be very distinctive local coloring in the language which you notice as you move from one location to another. Such distinctive varieties are usually called regional dialects of the language. Relationship between language and society. Social structure could determine or influence linguistic structure or behavior. Young children speak different to adults. The way to speak could be determined for the region, gender, age, and ethnic origin. Linguistic structure or behavior could determine or influence social structure. Language and society could influence each other. There is not at all relationship between linguistic structure and social structure. Speech behavior and social behavior are in constant interaction and they are completely independent, said Chomsky variant. Sociolinguistic. Some of the issues addressed are how features of dialects, ways of pronouncing words, choice of words, patterns of words cluster together to form personal styles of speech, why people from different communities or cultures can misunderstand what is meant, said, and done based on the different way they use language. Sociolinguistic encompasses a range of methodologies, both quantitative and qualitative. The linguistic is mainly studied from the point of view of language as social behavior, but remember, also language is a fundamental instrument by which it is transmitted patterns of life, culture, way of thinking, and act norms and value of society. The, the main objective of the sociology of language is to determine how social structure could be understood properly through the study of the language. The macro and microlinguistic. The macrolinguistic note that the normal invasion, for example, brought French to the English. The microlinguistic deals how some words were acquired in English from the French language. For example, pork, P-O-R-K, on in French is pork, P-O-R-C. Principle for sociolinguistic investigation. We have the cumulative principle. The more we know about language, the more we can find out about it. The uniformation principle. The linguistic process which we observe around us are the same as those in the past. The principle of convergence. Value of new data for confirming or interpreting old findings is directly proportional to the difference in the ways in which the new data are gathered. The principle of subordinate shift. Speakers of a not standard variety will shift their response either away from the standard or toward it. The principle of style shifting. No one speaks in exactly the same way in all the circumstances. The principle of attention. The more aware one is of what one is saying, the more formal the style will be. Have the vernacular principle is the most regular in which minimal attention is paid to speech and its relation to the is related to the history of the language. The principle of formality, any systematic observation defines a formal context in which more than the minimal attention is paid to speech. Okay, thank you very much. I am Carlos Delgado.